Okay, so this is New York Times Sudoku card for September 3rd, 2024. This is my walkthrough, and you can try this Sudoku from the link in the description. Okay, let's get it going. First thing first, let me put down some singles. In box 1, I can place 3, and it will be here because there are two threes horizontally. They look like this. Vertically, there are also two threes here and here. They block this one and this one. That will leave only this cell for 3 in box 1. And in box 6, here's 3 that blocks here. And this 3 blocks here. This 3 blocks here. That makes this cell 3. And looking at box 6 and the column row 5. Row 5 has 3, 4, 7, 8. 3 and 4 have been placed, but 1 and 9 have not been placed in row 5, and they block these 3 cells, by which I mean you cannot place 1 nor 9 in these 3 cells. So now you can see there are only 2 cells on row 5 where I can place 1 or 9, which are these 2, which will give me a double of 1 and 9. And that means these 3 cells have to use the number that's not 1, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. In this case, they are 2, 5, 6. And now these 2 cells have to use the other 2 numbers, the numbers that are not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. That means they are 7 and 8. And now I get 7 finally, which blocks this cell from being 7, gives me 8. And this one is 7. Okay, and to clean this up a little bit, 2 here blocks this cell, gives me 5 and 6. 2 will be here or here. Okay, and I suppose the next step is the key. Let's look at box 3. I see here's 1 and 8. So these 2 cells cannot be 1 nor 8. And here's another 1 and 8 combination, I guess. So this cell also cannot be 1 or 8. So if you look at box 3, now I only have 2 cells where I can put either 1 or 8, which are these 2. So this is 1, 8 double. So what it does is that it gives me another triple, in this case of 4, 5, 6. But this cell cannot be 4, meaning 4 will have to be here or here. In turn, it means these 2 cells in box 9 cannot be 4. And this 4 blocks these 3 cells from being 4. And here's 4 and here's 4. So these 2 cannot be 4. So this becomes 4. And now I put 4 down here. And these 2 are 1, 8 double. There are 3 cells where I have to put 2, 5, 6. This one can be 2, 5, 6. Let's just put down 2, 5, 6. But this cell is blocked by 2 and 5. Leaves only 6 as a possibility. And now it's 2 and 5 double, but this cell is blocked by 5. Makes it 2, which gives me 5, which gives me 6, and 2 and 5. Now these two are 4 and 6 double. That means these two will be filled by 5 and 9. But 5 here blocks this cell, makes it 9. That makes this cell 5. And now 5 in box 4 will either be here or here. In turn, it will block these two cells from being 5. And this 5 blocks these 3 cells. And here's another 5 that blocks this cell from being 5. Gives me 5 in here. Now these 3 cells are down to 7, 8, 9. 7 and 8 blocks this cell, makes it 9. These two are 7, 8 double. That means these two are 6 and 9. Right, and that means 6 will be here or here. 9 will be here or here in box 8. Okay. Okay, now let's move on. Looking at box 4, this one can only be 1 or 9. And here's 7 and 8, which have not been placed in box 4. And 7 and 8 here means these two cannot be 7 or 8. There are only 2 cells left for 7 and 8 in box 4. So this is actually 7, 8 double, but 8 is here blocking this cell. That gives me 7 here and 8 here. These are 1, 5, 9. 1, 5, 9. And this 5 blocks this cell. So there's only one cell where I can place 5, which is here. These become 1, 9 double. And these are 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6. But this 4 blocks this cell. This 4 blocks this cell. Leaves only this cell for 4 on row 3. And these 3 looking at row 4, these 3 will be 4, 5, 6. And here's 4. And here's another 4. Makes this cell 4. 2, 6, 8, 9. Okay, so now looking at these 4 cells, I guess I can put all the possible numbers here. 2, 6, 8, 9. But I'm actually looking at 6 because this cell, because of this 6, this cannot be 6. And this cell cannot be 6 because of this 6. And this cell cannot be 6 because here's 6 9 double. If I put 6 in here, there will be no space in box 7 where I can place 6. So I cannot have 6 in here. So these 3 cells cannot have 6, leaving only this cell where I can put 6, which gives me 2 and 6. And that gives me 9 and 6. This 9 has given me 1 here, which gives me 9 here. That gives me 1 here. Now this one blocks these 3 cells. This one blocks here. That gives me 1 here. And I need to put 1 in one of these 3 cells. 1 and 1 blocks these 2. That gives me 1 here. Now I have a 7 8 double in here. I can see that double of 7 and 8 here, or I can look at 6, which blocks these 3, and this 6 blocks here, leaving only this cell for 6 in box 8. And this 6 has given me 5 here, and that gives me 6 here. Now this 5 blocks here, this 5 blocks here. That means 5 will come here. And this 6 has given me 4 here, and that will give me 6 here. And these two are 1 and 4. I'm looking at the column 3, but 4 is here. That gives me 1 and 4. This 1 has given me 8, and this one is 1. This 8 blocks here. Here's another 8 that blocks here, meaning 8 will come here. So this one is no longer 8. These are 2, 3, 9. Oh, I don't think I can figure that one out yet. But these two are 2 and 7, and here's 2. That means this is 7 and this is 2. The last number of this row is 9. Last number of this box is 7. 7 and 7. 7 will be here, but I don't think I can figure that one out yet. This one I can. There's a double of 3 and 9. 9 is here, makes this a 3, and this is 9. Now I know this is 2, makes this one 8, makes this one 9. 8 has given me 7, 8, 7, and 8. This one is 7, and this is 2. The last number is 3. Okay, here it is. Thank you very much for watching. I would appreciate it. If you like it, please subscribe. And, well, more than anything, have a good one.